My name is Emily, and this is the story of how my sister, Sarah, and I used the power of manifestation to reunite in the same town after being separated by our jobs. It's a tale of love, resilience, and the incredible potential within us to shape our destiny. Sarah and I were inseparable growing up. We were more than just sisters, we were best friends. From childhood adventures to teenage secrets, we shared everything. Our bond was unbreakable. We dreamed of living close to each other, raising our families side by side, and growing old together. However, life had different plans. After college, we both pursued careers in different fields. Sarah became a marketing executive for a large corporation, while I chose a path in finance. Our careers took us to different cities miles apart. I ended up in Chicago, and Sarah was in New York. Despite the distance, we stayed close, talking on the phone daily and visiting each other whenever we could. But it wasn't the same as living in the same town and being a constant part of each other's lives. As the years went by, the distance began to weigh on us. We missed the daily interactions, the spontaneous coffee dates, and the comfort of having each other nearby. The visits became less frequent as our work demands grew, and our lives started to drift apart. We both felt the void but didn't know how to bridge it. It seemed like our dreams of living close to each other were slipping away. One weekend, during one of Sarah's rare visits to Chicago, we sat in my cozy apartment, sipping wine and reminiscing about the good old days. We talked about our childhood dreams and how much we missed each other. That's when Sarah mentioned something she had recently read about: the power of manifestation. She had stumbled upon a book by Neville Goddard, which talked about how our thoughts and beliefs could shape our reality. It sounded intriguing, almost magical. First, I was skeptical. How could simply thinking about something make it happen? But the more Sarah talked about it, the more it made sense. We had nothing to lose by trying, and if it could help us achieve our dream of being together, it was worth a shot. We decided to give it a try. That night, we sat together in my living room, closed our eyes, and began to visualize our ideal life. We imagined living in the same town, our homes close enough to walk to each other's. We pictured our families having dinner together, our kids playing in the backyard, and us sharing our daily lives. We tried to feel the emotions of those moments as if they were real, as if they were happening right then and there. We made it a nightly ritual, even when Sarah returned to New York. Every night before going to bed, we would close our eyes and visualize our dream life. We would call each other afterward to share our experiences and reinforce our belief in the possibility. It felt good to have something positive to focus on, a shared goal that brought us closer together despite the physical distance. Months passed, and life continued as usual. But something had shifted within us. We were more hopeful, more connected, and more determined to make our dream a reality. We started looking for opportunities that could bring us closer, keeping an eye out for job openings in each other's cities. One day, Sarah called me with exciting news. Her company was opening a new branch in Chicago, and there was a position available that matched her skills perfectly. It seemed like a sign, an opportunity too perfect to ignore. She applied for the job, and we both held our breath, hoping for the best. Meanwhile, I began exploring options within my firm. I I talked to my manager about the possibility of transferring to a different location, explaining my desire to be closer to my sister. To my surprise, he was supportive and promised to look into it. It felt like the universe was aligning in our favor, and our belief in the power of manifestation grew stronger. A few weeks later, Sarah called me, her voice trembling with excitement. She had gotten the job. She would be moving to Chicago within the next few months. I couldn't believe it. Our dream was finally coming true. We celebrated over the phone, tears of joy streaming down our faces. Felt like a miracle. Encouraged by Sarah's success, I continued to pursue opportunities within my firm. I networked with colleagues in different locations and expressed my interest in a transfer. It wasn't easy, but I was determined. I kept visualizing our dream life, feeling the emotions of being together, and trusting that things would work out. As Sarah prepared for her move, we started looking for homes in the same neighborhood. We found a charming little suburb just outside of Chicago, with beautiful houses and friendly neighbors. It was perfect. Sarah found a lovely home with a big backyard, and I found one just a few streets away. Everything was falling into place. Finally, after months of anticipation, my manager called me into his office with good news. There was an opening in the Chicago office, and they were willing to transfer me. I couldn't believe my luck. I accepted the offer without hesitation, overjoyed that our dream was finally becoming a reality. The move was a whirlwind of excitement and stress, but knowing that Sarah was just around the corner made everything worthwhile. On the day I arrived in Chicago, Sarah and I stood in my empty new living room, hugging each other tightly. We had done it. We had manifested our dream life, and it felt incredible. Settling into our new neighborhood was an adventure. We explored the area together, found our favorite coffee shops, and met our new neighbors. Our families grew close, our kids became fast friends, and we spent countless evenings having dinner together, just as we had visualized. Life was everything we had dreamed of and more. As the years went by, our bond grew stronger. We supported each other through life's ups and downs, celebrated each other's successes, and leaned on each other during tough times. The power of manifestation had not only brought us together, but had also enriched our lives in ways we couldn't have imagined. Looking back, I realized that the journey was as important as the destination. The nightly visualizations, the shared goal, and the unwavering belief in our dream had brought us closer even before we physically reunited. It had given us hope and strength during the tough times and had taught us the incredible power of our minds. Our story is a testament to the power of manifestation and the importance of believing in your dreams. By visualizing our ideal life and feeling the emotions associated with it, we had managed to create a reality that once seemed impossible. It's a story of love, resilience, and the unbreakable bond between sisters. My name is Emily, and this is the story of how my sister Sarah and I used the power of manifestation to reunite in the same town, create a life filled with love and joy, and fulfill our childhood dream. It's a story that proves that with belief, determination, and a little bit of magic, anything is possible.